Hi, Aquarius. It's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. Oops, let me turn that a little bit. Mel is asleep on the love seat. I'm here to do your September 2020 tarot reading. I'm using the Anna Tarot. And I'm also going to take a card from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit by Kim Krans. So those are the two decks I'm using. I've also got a proposition for you. It'll just take a minute for me to explain. Someone wrote to me and they were frustrated because of all the ads in my videos. I didn't know there was that many, but anyway, I said I can't take them off. It's the only way I get paid. And even with almost 20,000 subscribers, I only make $1,000 a year off those videos. So that's less than $80 a month. But I got to thinking, and YouTube offered me to put up memberships, which is a monthly fee, anywhere from $1.99 up to $75 a month, depending on what you're offering. So I got to thinking, I thought, well, I can't really ask people for a monthly thing. I can't afford a monthly thing. But for each sign, I put out approximately 25 videos a year. Like for Virgo, I put 25 videos, and for, and sometimes I do a couple extras. But anyway, so if each sign, if you Aquarians or the Tauruses or the Sagittarians sent me $25 on their birthday, I could have ad-free videos. I would take all the ads off. There wouldn't be any more ads. And because you would be paying me instead of the advertisers. So it's $1 a video. And instead of a monthly fee, it's only once a year around your birthday. You can pay whenever you want. Just let me know what sign you are so I can keep track, And anyway, I thought that was fair for you, $1 a video, and fair for me. So just let me know what you think in the comments. I'd be really interested to know if you think it's a good idea, if you'd be willing to do it or whatever, okay? Of course, you get to watch all of the videos. You get to watch the ones that aren't your sign, but you only have to pay for your sign. So anyway, let me know, okay? All right, Aquarius, let's get your vibes in here. Aquarius. I think of the star all the time when I think of you, Aquarius. Bright and shiny, I think of the star a lot. So what does Aquarius need to know for September 2020? What does Aquarius need to know? September 2020. Look at that. 2 cards popped out. I just want to make sure there was no more. Okay. We'll have a look at those. Let me just cut them. We got everything in place. I want to move them over so you can see them actually. Do-do and do-do. Okay. So what are these 2 cards? We have the King of Swords. Well, Aquarius, that's probably you. And the Ace of Cups. So this could be you, Aquarius, or it could be another air sign, male or female around you. Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. It doesn't have to be an air sign, but it's someone with this energy. And this person makes all their decisions based on facts, the truth, They're very strategic. They think quite a few moves ahead. They already have anticipated how you'll react to this, that, or whatever. They've anticipated it, because this is how they operate, or you, Aquarius. So you're very strategic. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying it in a good way. You think ahead. Not everybody does. Some people that are spontaneous, they just do things at a moment's notice without thinking about it, without thinking it through. This is really thinking it through. Of course, you still have feelings. Of course you do. But you like to deal in facts, not to get too mushy-gushy about stuff. I want to deal in the facts, okay? And then the Ace of Cups. So You could be falling in love. Someone could be falling in love with you, but this is an upsurge of emotional feeling, overflowing with emotions, okay? And I don't know what the target of these emotions are yet. They could be this person, but there is a target. We're going to have, it could be a new relationship too. This is beginning of a new friendship or relationship, okay? So let's see what else we have. Judgment. Big, 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 big. That's big. Seven of Cups, Seven of Rods. Ah, isn't that funny? You know, the Seven of Rods have come up for almost every single person I've done after September 1st. In the present, you got Strength, the Fool, and the Ace of Swords. That's two aces. In the future, Nine of Swords, Nine of Cups, and the Page of Swords. I feel like there's some situation where you're out, this is the thing, you want to deal in the facts. And you can't deal in the facts if you don't know them. I need to know, what did they say? What did they do? That sort of thing. And because you're out to win it, and not just out to win, out to be, you're logical. That's how you think. You're a logical thinker, okay? And so is this person. You could have met your match here. So let's go back to the past. Judgment. This is an evolutionary time for you, Aquarius. You are evolving. You're growing. You may have a new responsibility now, or realize you do now. You could have been the child and now have grown to the young adult. You could have been the young adult and now you're the adult. Or you've gone from the adult or parent to now the elder. And so each role has different responsibilities, okay? And you are coming out of the cave now. You're starting to come out of the cave and you realize you have a new role. And I gotta say that, hey, Mel, I gotta say that a lot of us do, right? We're coming out of the cave, and this cave that we've been in for the past 6 months has taught some of us a lot and realized our roles here, in not just in our own lives, in our community, in our country, in our world. But for you, this has been a growth period for you, So you're ready to come out of the cave now, and you know what your new responsibility, you realize you have a different role to play now, okay? Now, then you have the Seven of Cups. There's all these options, you have all these options and you want to do them all. But the thing is that you will spread yourself too thin. You could do them all, but you won't do any of them really well. It's spreading yourself too thin. You'll be ragged and your energy will be low and you won't be eating properly. And anyway, what the message here is saying, pick a few, pick one, pick two, even three, and do them well. And then come back and do the other ones, so that you can, because you want to do a good job, you know what I mean, at whatever it is you're doing. So do not try and juggle everything at once, all right? And I think that's part of your new role, is realizing what your limitations are, in each time span that you have. This is what I can do for now. And I'll get done what I can. And then when I get it done, I'll take on a new responsibility. But not until then. You know what I mean? You're wiser, I think. And then there's the Seven of Rods. The Seven of Rods, a lot of people have gotten this this month, and it's about protecting your boundary. You know, you have boundaries and you've been setting them up. You've been spending some time setting up your boundaries here, and somebody found a crack in it and it's trying to poke you through. It's trying to get in, and you're not having any of it. You're saying, no, this is a boundary for me. And if you do that, you know what I mean? Like, you're really standing strong there and saying, no, I won't put up with it. I won't stand for it. I don't believe in that. I won't do it. Whatever it is, you're refusing. You're guarding your boundary there. You're guarding it. Okay. The other thing too is that also, you know, things could be pushed onto you, and this is crossing a boundary. The expectation of you to do all these things. Come on, do all these things. Now do more. Now do two more. Come on. And it's a boundary. You really need to be strong in your boundary here and say, no, I can only do three. I'm stretched too far. So, you know, you're refusing to accept all these cups and say, I'm very flattered, thank you, but I'm already stretched too far. I can't do it, okay? So then in your present, you have strength. And this is a really nice card because I love seeing this after you're, you know, protecting your boundaries, because here he's fighting. He's ready to go face to face with this fella, and he's got a face like this, you know. But here is very peaceful. It's handling things with grace. And you can say, no, I don't accept that. I don't believe that. No. And that's all I have to say. You don't have to say, I don't believe that. I'll never accept it. You can just say, I don't believe that. No. And you can just be as peaceful and as gentle and as sweet and still say the same thing. Still say no. You know, don't forget I have a lion. And if you don't like dealing with me, you can always deal with her. You don't really want to bring the lion out. You have it there. There's a trust thing there. And this is what you're trying to build, is trust, I think, is one of the things you're trying to build. And, but there's a trust thing here. This animal's very ferocious. She has it a very light leash. It has its mouth wide open, but she still trusts, and it trusts her, you know, to put the leash on it. So, yeah, it's about handling things with grace, not letting that beast out every time you get your feathers ruffled. You don't have to unleash the beast every time. You can say no. No, I'm not doing that. So, and that's all there is to it. Now, the thing, here's the Fool, and this is, I love seeing the Fool. The Fool is, you're ready to embark on a new adventure. After coming out of the cave, you sure are. You're ready. You're not sure exactly what it is. The Fool is skipping away, off he goes, but to where? He doesn't even know yet, you know, and he needs to be careful. Maybe more strategic. Maybe you think things through a little bit before you go off. But you're so excited. You're so gay. And gay by I mean happy. That's the old word for happy before it became all these other words. But yeah, you are just at the top of the world, just ready to go on your new thing now. You're very happy to be starting something new. You have all your cares behind you. And I think you feel really good. You feel really good. And then there is the Ace of Pentacles, or Pentacles, Swords. The Ace of Swords. This is also, I love, look at this. The Fool is in between these two very peaceful cards. Now, this might be what is new in your life. All this peace, this peaceful approach, this calm approach. Here she has a lion. Here she has like the biggest sword I've ever seen. Cut your head right off if she wanted to, but she doesn't want to. She comes in peace. She wants to hear the truth and speak the truth. I only want to talk. I just want to talk, And you are delighted that you have this it's like you've been enlightened or something, you know what I mean? And you thought, why am I getting all upset about all this stuff anyway? Why am I getting so mad? It's not even my problem. And so you have this whole different approach now. I come in peace. I would like to talk this over and see if we can't come to an agreement or, something like that. So it's very, very interesting. Also, it could come after that someone crossed your boundary, you know, and so you would like to make peace. You maybe want to make peace, but you're also going to let them know that was a boundary you crossed. That's not something I can tolerate. But it doesn't mean that we cannot still speak, that we cannot still deal with each other, have dealings together. Maybe it's a family member, maybe it's a coworker, I don't know, but you're going to have to deal with each other in life, right? You can't just not ever deal with them again. So you have a very calm, peaceful approach, It's a really nice start is what it is. So in the future, you have the Nine of Swords. There's something that's still tormenting you, though. I feel like you have some sort of anxiety or worry about something. Okay? It may come to you at night, maybe in your dreams. Sometimes these things come to bother us at night or in the morning, first thing in the morning. And it's when we're still, it's when we're not running around and doing dishes and driving people and when we stop and we're just still. And then all of a sudden you start worrying, all your fears start coming up. You play all those old tapes over and over again. Or sometimes first thing in the morning, when you're just sitting there with your coffee, just waking up and then that's when it comes and, all that stuff. And so it's letting all these old fears and worries get to you. Look at everything you've been doing here. Look at, you have been doing wonderful things and still you're letting this bother you. You need to forgive yourself for one thing, because we all make mistakes. We all do things wrong at times. And you have very much gone about correcting all this for yourself and others. But then you have the Nine of Cups. And this is emotional fulfillment, celebration. You worried for nothing, honey. You're worrying for nothing. People love you. They're happy for you. You might be carrying, I think, past anxiety, past fears. Whenever this has happened before, this always happens. Well, it's not happening like that this time. You don't have anything to worry about. You are going to be very happy about this new direction, this new way. Like I said, that nine it trumps this Nine of Swords right off the bat. It trumps it. Okay. Do you know what Trump is? It's not a president. It's a wild card when you're playing cards, and it beats everything else. It's the wild card. Nine of Cups is like the wild card. It trumps that. And so you are working things out. And I can see you're working things out because you're practicing. Here it is. You're practicing talking this new way, holding your boundaries. You're handling things with grace. Here you are practicing. It probably is new to you. You're used to, or maybe were raised with this way, or used to doing it that way, and now you've got to get that out of you. Or maybe you just got caught up in some sort of baloney and found yourself in the middle of it all of a sudden and thought, how did I get here? Ew, I don't want to be here. So you need to practice getting out of it too. And so here it is. You're practicing your words, how you're going to say, what you're going to say, and they're filled with emotion and passion. Okay. You're trying to keep your passion under wraps a little bit here. Don't let it get away on you. But I can see that you're practicing this new way. You have every reason to celebrate. This is wonderful. I'm so happy for you, Aquarius. Um, Also too, these fears and stuff might have prevented you in believing in a wishes could come true. They might have prevented you from getting in a relationship or a great many of things. But now you're not going to let this be who you are, decide who you are. You are going to be happy. I'm going to handle things calmly, and I'm going to believe, and I'm going to practice, this speech and my loving ways. I'm going to practice. So now what's really nice about this is way back here, these fell. And this is an overwhelming uprush of emotion, of new emotional energy. And that's what all this is, eh? That's what all this is. You know what you want. You want love in your life. You want to be surrounded by loving people, and you want to love them back. You want to love them back. I think you're trying to bring more emotion into your very structured life. You're trying to bring more love and relationship, maybe more friends, maybe more family. It's not always about a lover. It could be very much about a lover. Maybe you're ready for a companion. But anyway, you're ready to welcome love and loving energy into your life. Tell me for Aquarius what we got here for Aquarius today. I think one flipped. Oh, how lovely. The moth. Now, I think the moth, this is air energy, I believe. Let's look it up here. The moth. I'm almost there. Hold it. Moth. Okay. Impulsive, hasty, and wishful. The moth is sure the grass is greener on the other side. Moth energy is at play when we're attracted to easy solutions or anything shiny and new. This can lead to unfinished projects, disappointment, or burnout. It's helpful to remind moth personalities life is complex. No matter the illusion, no one is exempt from the trials and tribulations of this great journey. Practice seeing life as an infinite mystery rather than wishing it was easier or different. So, this makes me think of this Seven of Cups back here, right? Spreading yourself too thin, going to get burned out or tired, like just tired or too thin. But, you know, it says that it can lead to unfinished projects, disappointment, or burnout. Practice seeing life as an infinite mystery. So it says to bring the moth back into balance, finish a project. So you might finish projects, you might do that. Here, I think for you is being able to put your hand up like she does. See, she's putting her hand up there. That's boundary. That's a boundary, okay? I don't want to argue. I don't want to fight. I don't want conflict. I can't do that. I'm busy right now. I will call you if I have a space opening. It's important that you not let people cross your boundaries. That's what keeps you strong. Because when you just let everybody, it's important that you not let people cross your boundaries. And like I said, you can do it with grace. You can do it with grace. Sticking to your guns, might be your new kind of mantra thing. And it's practicing it, Perhaps you have a hard time saying no to people. That might be difficult for you. And that's maybe what you need to practice, Anyway, so you'll have to let me know, Aquarius. I'm really eager to find out. And if this means anything for you, I would love to hear. Also, I want to hear about my proposition, what you think. You think it's fair or what? I would really love your feedback on it. And if you're interested, people have been asking me, well, how do I send it to you? In Canada, we don't have Vimo or we don't have Cash App. And there was another one someone mentioned. We don't have those. We only have PayPal. You can also e-transfer to tinkertarotreadings@gmail.com. You can e-transfer me. Or PayPal, paypal.me/tinkertarot. So those are the two ways if you're interested in doing that. So let me know. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.